Thank you for bearing with me, guys. So, welcome once again to our February meeting. Very early in the month. It's always cool to try and get it in as early in the month as possible. So it's all relevant information for the promotions and everything. As always, intentions open to anyone who's building and sharing. Usually it's the first Tuesday of the month, not this month. Please provide any sort of suggestions and agenda, and feel free to contribute. We did say last meeting we'd have some people from the team presenting on certain topics. Given the situation, we're not doing that this month, so I appreciate your understanding. This month's agenda, threw this together. A bit of the information in this meeting is more relevant to Diamond Club, given that it's the first month of Diamond Club, second day of Diamond Club, and of course we have the Diamond Club incentive that I posted live, my first live Facebook Live video that I did on our group yesterday. Processing enrollments through the Diamond Club portal, so that'll be good for you and your teams, what you can do there, some options, and also working with your DC participating uplines as well, very important. I've changed that little agenda topic slightly, but it's still relevant. End of month tasks, I thought that I'd throw this in, given that it was end of month just a couple of days ago. Bit of a hectic end of month for us, and I'm sure and I know that it's the case across the board. In the doTERRA community, January, generally a pretty quiet sort of month, given everybody licking the wounds from Christmas, etc. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that, and then obviously events and promotion and some Q&A. You guys can ask some questions and we can go over some things. So for January, the monthly wrap, just to keep it nice and brief, we had 100 enrollments, and that was actually in January, so excuse that little typo there. That's normal as well. Like I said, quiet month. Everyone's preparing, saving their enrollments for Diamond Club, so everyone gets their free oils. Organisational volume down a little bit as well, and I guess that's the same reason, gearing up for DC and recovering from Christmas. Rank advancements in the month of January, we had Paula Perry and Gnostic Organics reaching elite level, so congratulations, guys. And then our top enrollers last month, we had Courtney Webb, Kylie Davies, Tanya Winfield, Jodie York, Danica Meniscus, Annette Wallington-Jones, Victoria, aka Stick McVitie, and Sarah Harvey. Congratulations, guys, on keeping up that momentum enrollments in January. Really, it's the Diamond Club incentive. So this is something that I put up on our shared build group yesterday, and basically it's just to encourage everybody who is sharing and actively sharing and doing the business to connect with their uplines who are participating in Diamond Club. And there's some very cool prizes. So we're doing prizes each month for the most events organised and executed for everybody that is doing a Diamond Club event, and that should be any event that you do, including one-on-ones. And we're also doing an incentive for the most enrollments as well. So the most enrollments, we have some prizes being the Essential Collection in the first month in February, Lifelong Vitality in March, and then Essential Emotions in April. And then I'm still coming up with some cool ideas for what we're going to do in May, maybe something even bigger, being the last month of Diamond Club. So like I said, it's for anybody who coordinates and executes events with their upline who's participating in Diamond Club. And all you need to do is process your enrollments through the Diamond Club portal. We're going to go through how to do that in this meeting. So never fear, that's going to be made quite simple and easy. And all you need to do is just keep track of the total amount of events that you run with your upline through the month, and then just flick me an email at the end of the month. And it goes the same with the enrollments as well. So I'll be able to see how many enrollments you guys are doing as well. So that'll be really cool. And if you're unsure of who is participating or who's your upline who's participating in Diamond Club, here is a list. So this is in alphabetical order. And you'll also note that there's some IPC or WA Wellness Advocate ID numbers there as well. So this is important to know the ID of your upline. And if you don't know who your upline is, who's participating in Diamond Club, then get in contact with me, flick me an email, flick me a message, give me a call, and I will point you in the right direction so you can coordinate Diamond Club events and give away free oils to your participants. This information is also on the Share Build group as well. I've put that up in there. So when it comes to processing enrollments through the Diamond Club portal, there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can either head to doterraeveryday.com.au and then there's a link in there that says Diamond Club right on the right hand side, or you can just type in this exact URL, Diamond Club 2017, and then you get a little website inside the doterraeveryday.com website, and that's the Diamond Club website, and you just select enrollments and then you get a screen that pops up, which we'll see on the next slide. The other option, if you want to make it really easy to communicate with your teams, is you could just go to pureoils.com.au and then click on join in the top right corner. That's an easy URL to remember and to communicate to people. As soon as they click on that join link, on making sure they're on the home page of the Pure Oils website, then you get sent to the Diamond Club portal. And this is what the Diamond Club portal looks like, that first screen. And it's the only thing that's different to doing a normal enrollment. So you're doing your enrollment exactly the same except for the first step. And in this first step, you obviously need to select where your products will be shipped. That's going to be Australia most of the time. And then enter in your upline's WAID. So make sure you know that ID of your upline, and you've got the list like I showed you before, and also in our Share Build group as well. Obviously you select continue after that, and then you just process the enrollment as normal. So you're still the enroller, but this stage, the very first step, you put in your participating uplines WAID in this first window. So just remember, that's the only thing you need to remember, and that's really nice and simple and easy. So what's all the fuss about Diamond Club? This is that little agenda item that I said I changed slightly. So you can see a picture there of the free oils that will be given away during Diamond Club, and that's the encouragement or the exciting part for all the attendees and people who are enrolling at your events. They get those free oils when they have an enrollment order over 100 PV, and that's anything from an essential collection, which is the smallest enrollment kit, up to an oil sharing kit. Obviously, an oil sharing kit is over 400 PV, so if someone did get an oil sharing kit, then they would get grapefruit and balance as well. So you get 2 free oils when you go over the 400 PV mark. So another cool thing about Diamond Club and all the fuss is your participating upline has their travel expenses covered. So as long as they have somebody, or you have somebody, or they have somebody in your teams who is on 100 PV LRP, they get their travel expenses paid for. So if you've got Arnie Dye over in Dubbo, who's loving the oils, wants to know a little bit more, wants to share the products and the benefits with her friends, if she's on 100 PV Loyalty Rewards program, a template and order, then your upline, and you could even travel with your upline if you'd like, that's a good way to bond and get to know each other a bit better. You can travel out to Dubbo and have your travel expenses paid for. So that's a really cool opportunity. It's a really special privilege to be selected to do Diamond Club and have doTERRA and some of the upline sponsors supporting these people doing Diamond Club to pay for these oils and their travel expenses too. So really, really cool. And it's a great opportunity to take advantage of this situation to really boost your doTERRA team and your business. So use this opportunity to reach out to upline from that list of people. If you don't know who they are, get in contact with me and connect with them and start organising events. As well, a bonus is you're going to get support from them too. So they're going to teach you a trick or two, given that they're at least premier rank or above these people that are doing Diamond Club. So they've been around in the trenches. They've been around for a while. They've got good knowledge and experience. And you can get some really good passed on information and skill from these guys. It gives you an opportunity to reach out to people in out of area locations. So when I say out of area, around the 100K mark or greater, where previously you may have gone, Arnie Dyes, she's in Dubbo. I don't really want to drive all the way out to Dubbo, pay for petrol, and it doesn't really work out or something like that. Not only will these uplines be equipped with the skill on how to ensure that you're going to have a successful event, but their travel expenses also get paid for as well. So great opportunity to just look at your entire network. These guys can even travel overseas with Diamond Club and have expenses paid for. So great opportunity. And of course, positively impacting the lives of others, even more people than you can imagine, because you have this opportunity to travel long distances as well. And that's what we got to do when we were doing Diamond Club. So yeah, really cool. You get to meet great like-minded people and go to places that you could never have imagined. I slept in the back of my car in Dubbo. I don't recommend doing that. It's quite dangerous. But you never know where Diamond Club will take you. So end of month tasks. What should you be doing at the end of each month to make sure you're hitting rank? And like I said, I included this in this month's agenda because it was a bit of a hectic month in terms of hitting rank for the greater doTERRA community, not just our team, because it is a quiet month. I don't want to manifest that and affirm it, but it's in the past now, so you can't change that. The universe has done its thing. And I thought it would be relevant just to talk about some of the tasks that I do and I did to ensure that we still hit rank. So yes, we did still hit Diamond. We did have to buy in a bit. And that was within policy as well. So you can buy in depending on your rank, and that differs. The volume amount you can buy in for silver, it's 150 PV on top of your own account. So, you can buy in downline to hit silver, but it's only a small amount, 150. Gold, it's 500 PV. And then it goes up as well. So once you get to diamond level, the first time you hit diamond, it's quite a considerable amount you can buy in. I don't know why you would buy in 7,000 PV, but you can if you want to hit diamond really badly. This month is the most we've ever bought in, and that was 2,000 PV, and that's the limit of how much you can buy in to hit diamond from the 6th time I think you hit diamond, or 5th time forever onwards forever. So 2,000 PV, but the way I see it is it's a good investment into product that we're going to be providing for incentives for you guys during Diamond Club, and also because I'm investing that volume into our organisation, the return I get works out for me to be in front considerably by making that investment. So this is something that you guys need to consider when you are hitting rank or going to hit rank. How much are you willing to invest within the thresholds, the policy, in order to hit those ranks to qualify for leadership bonus pools, power of 3, etc. So Tracy's just asked a question here, and do you mind if I share this one, Tracy? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, it's just come up as you've shared it to me privately. So doing what I did with Ainsley, can I do that each month if needed? Yes, absolutely. So just to give people a bit of an insight and background on what Tracy has done and what we do with some people in positions in our organisation to make sure we get the power of 3, and we get the power of 3 $1,500 bonus. is we have some people in positions that qualify, make or help us qualify for the $1,500 US bonus, which is $2,000 plus per month to hit that. And they do orders that aren't necessarily 100 PV each month, and they could be 60 PV. It could be 50 PV. There could be a tight month and it could be 20. But if we're investing 80 PV into those accounts, and you can top those accounts up, it doesn't need to be the original template that's qualified for the power of 3. If you want to qualify, if that person is a qualifying person to help you hit rank, and they, for example, you're going for Premier and your 2 executive legs need to be on 100 PV LRP and executive for that month for you to be a Premier. So yes, they do need 100 PV LRP template that's been processed in that case. Power for 3, you can top it up. If you're just topping up 80 PV here, 60 PV there, which is a situation that we're in, it definitely makes sense. And even with the 250 PV situation, I have a couple of people in our team who are 50 PV off, getting that $250 US bonus. So that's $330 in a month. So I'm sure you can see how that makes sense to invest that 50 PV, 60 PV, whatever it is, do your maths, so you get a return of $330. It's simple. And then with that product, obviously you can sell it at retail. You could also do incentives for workshops. You could be gifting it to a family member in need who you think would benefit from a lifelong vitality pack or something like that. Something that we do. So yeah, just do your math. So it's worthwhile to add that extra volume into the areas that you need to, and make sure obviously it's within policy. If you guys don't know the thresholds for those policies, I do have a post that I've done in the Share Build group. Just look up buy-in. Search that in the Share Build with Pure Oils Facebook group, and you'll find those thresholds for buy-in for the various ranks. So just to go back to the tasks that I do and recommend that people do, and I do these with my team as well, is on or after the 16th of each month, I just check in where I'm at and where my team's at. I highly recommend my team do this themselves. Not everybody is up to this level, so I do it for some team, and then scan, send it to them, take a picture, send it to them. And the reason I do the 16th of the month is because the system is 1 day behind. So the 15th is the cutoff point for the Loyalty Rewards Program free product of the month. So most people who are serious about the business and they're actually doing what should be being duplicated, which is 125 PV on or before the 15th of the month, then it gives you a good indication of where you're at halfway through the month and where you need to direct your energy, right? So always do my rank planners for my team. I focus on my team more so than myself. I do occasionally do rank planners for myself as well. It's kind of pushes up anyway by helping my team do their rank planners. If I'm going for a big rank advancement, and I've done this up all the way up to diamond level, which we're ranked now, just to see where I need to focus my energy. So you can get those rank planners from sharesuccess.com under the library and rank maps. I know you've probably heard me talk about these. I just find these really powerful because they have affirmation statements and they really make it clear, and you get a better understanding of rank requirements, etc. So use your rank planners. They're awesome for setting your goals on a monthly basis, or even on a longer term basis as well, because you've got 90-day goals in there as well that you can set. And by focusing your energy on the areas that you need to, so let's just say you're going for silver and you have 3 legs and 2 legs are really strong. Maybe your original 2 legs that you started working on as a premier, and then your 3rd leg is only a newer leg, and that really highlights where you need to inject your energy in order to generate that volume. And that could be in the form of, reaching out to that person who is your elite to make you qualify as silver, and reach out and say, okay, cool, how are we going with our events? Let's do some events together. How can I help with your follow-ups? Or how are your follow-ups going? Have you done wellness consults? Maybe I need to do wellness consults because I've been putting my enrollments into that 3rd leg, which you would be doing at silver level. You will be putting your enrollments into areas that you need. Obviously not just patching holes all the time. You do want to plant people where they're going to grow best. But at the same time, you might have somebody who will just grow where you need the volume, and that's great, and you put them in those positions. Other things you can do is offer incentives to help enrollments, to help get more events scheduled in for the remainder of the month. So remember, we're doing this in the middle of the month, so we know what tasks we need to do. If we can save this all the way to the end of the month, say like the last day, and we go, holy crap, like I'm not going to hit silver this month. I've got some bills to pay, and I've been investing a bit of money into doTERRA. I need my leadership bonus pool, and I also need my 250 bonus. And this is really going to highlight this with a good amount of time to be able to get things in place before the end of the month. Follow up any new leads as well. You can follow them up with those incentives that you're offering. So at least 3 to 5 days before the end of the month, we should be looking at our graphical tree. And you're going to be looking at your graphical tree anyway halfway through the month. It's a little scary at the start of the month when you've ranked as diamond, gold, silver, premier, wherever you're at, and then you look at I'm a consultant. It's kind of scary. It's like, whoa, okay, so we're starting from scratch again. But remember, like, as we are doing wellness consults and we're showing people the value of the loyalty rewards program, and everybody is duplicating what we're teaching them, then it is reliable, it is sustainable, and you don't have anything to worry about. So checking in definitely at least before the last 3-5 days of the month to have a look at that volume. And I'm going to go to our back office in a second and do a screen share and to show you some some easy ways to check volume. And it's going to be the start of the month, so the volume is going to be pretty low. We'll go back to the last month just so you can see that as well. And obviously checking the power of 3. So I've done a little video, and I think it was December's meeting, we did a power of 3 little video on how to check your power of 3, the $50, $250 and $1,500 bonus, and looking at that filtered view to make sure you're qualifying for your $50 at least power of 3. So that's something that you should be mindful of and be getting for yourself. And showing other people how to get that $50 power of 3 bonus. Remember, when you show people how to get that, you're only going to get $250, $1,500. That will come naturally. And we're prioritizing our rank for our structuring. So without further ado, before I go there, I'm just going to do a new screen share, and I'm going to go to our doTERRA account. And here it is. Okay, to my doTERRA. I'm just logging in. My internet is really, really slow. We went over our capacity, and I had to buy a bit more extra data today, so I'm kind of still not sure if it's actually kicked in or not.
Byron,
Yeah.
while you're logging in,
Hello.
hi. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Can I just check while you're logging in with the 100 kilometres? That's from the Diamond Club members residential, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it would be the Diamond Club members residential, not yours. So if it's local to you, then that it's
pretty much outside all of your area.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Cool. Indeed. And sorry, the other question I just had on that, can I ask it now, or do you want me to wait?
Yeah, no, go for it. Why not?
So when you process through Diamond Club portal to using the Diamond Club enrollment number,
yep.
Where does the person get transferred down, or does it just stay as you as the sponsor? Like, how does that work again?
Yep. So the first screen for the Diamond Club portal is your upline to participate in Diamond Club, and the general rule for Diamond Club is you can only process enrollments through the Diamond Club portal when you can touch the person who's participating in Diamond Club. So you need to consider that. And the enroller and the sponsor is as normal. So it could be you. It could be, depending on like who the contact is, who not owns the contacts, but whose contact it is, and where you want to place them in the organisation.
Oh, so it doesn't automatically enroll as the person doing the Diamond Club itself as the enroller.
Yep.
I thought it had to be the Diamond Club participant as the enroller.
Nope.
That's
definitely not.
Okay, that's where I've got confused. Okay, cool.
So,
awesome.
Sorry, I thought I made that clear. So last year when we did Diamond Club, we didn't do any personal enrollments. We would do completely or purely working with our team.
Lines.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Cool.
You want to be building your team, empowering and boosting their organisations, their teams, their business. I mean, you're going to do some personal enrollments as well, but you want to be doing more with your team, for sure.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for answering those. There it.
That's all right. Not a problem.
I'll let you get back onto the program.
No worries. Awesome. Thanks, Fiona. So there are two places that are really handy. I start out with the dashboard. So we've got our dashboard here, and like I said, this is the scary period at the start of the month where you go, oh my gosh, I'm a consultant. And what you can do, and I'm going to show you the previous month. So I'm just going to go back to January here, so it's a little more relevant. And you can see there's a couple of places that you can check for volume. You can check your qualified legs here to make sure you're hitting the rank that you hit the previous month or are aiming for. And you can do that just by clicking on your qualified legs, and it'll come up who are your qualified legs. And then Power of 3, this is a really powerful place to check a couple of things. I love this little widget here. So I'm just going to go straight to the 1500 Power of 3. Obviously, it's going to be illuminated, or you're going to look at the filtered view that applies for you. So it could be 50, could be 250, could be 1500. So what we will look for, especially on these 1, 2, 3 lines here, when you're going for 1500, is these little purple men with the doTERRA O's on them. So what that means is that these people have qualified for the volume requirements between them and their top line to get the Power of 3. So that's 600 PV between them, what they've ordered, and anybody who's on their top line. So this is why I teach the framework with the structuring of 4 to 5 people on your top line at max, doing 125 PV LRP before the 15th. That's easily going to get 600. You don't want to go too thin for 300 unless you've got some heavy expenders, 3 heavy expenders on your top line. Then you'll probably hit your 600. But it depends on your individual situation. So you want to look for that doTERRA O, and then you want to also see at least three of these guys underneath. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on my top line who help me qualify for my $50 Power of 3 bonus. And then they have 3 people underneath them. So on this second layer here that you can see, that is providing the 250 with those 3 people underneath 3 of those people. So those 3 people are 1, 2, 3 people. You can see that there's 3 people under there. And then you go down further and you can see the Power of 3, or 3 people who qualify with a purple man. Doesn't need to be qualified volume at this level. It just needs to have 100 PV going through their loyalty rewards program orders, and it can be multiple orders, doesn't need to be just one, to help them qualify for a Power of 3 qualifier. So I'm just going to just nail down into, I use Jody and I use Tracy as my example guinea pigs because we have Tracy here with me tonight, and Jody's just always so understanding. So not Tracy, if you don't mind me going down into your little organisation under here. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. So we've got Jody, and when we click here, basically you get the same view as what you'd get is if you were to look at this widget yourself through your dashboard. So I'm just going to the previous month here for Jody, and you can see that she's qualified as silver, and she's got the $250 Power of 3 bonus. So if I go into that, then her organisation will come up on my screen, and it will be a filtered view of her 250 Power of 3. So she's got the 3 people underneath her. You can see the doTERRA O once again, and then 3 people underneath those 3 people, which allow her to qualify for the 250 Power of 3 bonus. Once again, note, it doesn't have to be the doTERRA O symbol for the group volume qualifying for that second level down. So the top level, yes. Second level, no, because it's just the 250 Power of 3 bonus that Jody's going for at this stage, which is quite normal at the silver gold level. So really good. So you'd come in here, and if there was some gaps, and what I'll do is I'll just go back here for a second, and I'll go back again, and we will see lots of gaps now when I go to the filtered 1500 Power of 3. Then we can see a whole bunch of blue men. What the blue men mean is that's a qualifying LRP template. We want to make sure that those blue men turn to purple and those LRPs are being processed. You can check when they are going to be processed. Hopefully, these people have typically process their loyalty rewards program before the 15th, on or before the 15th of the month to qualify for the free product. That's what we are teaching and duplicating in this business. But it'll also highlight where there's LRPs lacking. So, for example, I'm going to use Tracy as an example here. She's so willingly volunteered for us. So you can see Tracy there. She does have a qualified LRP template, but she only has 2 people underneath her, Carla and Bernie, who have qualifying LRP templates, which is still good. Because that means that there's only one more person that needs to be added in the mix there. So Tracy is looking a little bit puzzled at the moment. You can unmute yourself if you want, Tracy. You should have 3. Let's find out. This is the cool thing, right? So what we can do.
Because I've got an LRP sitting under Ainsley for next month, for this month.
You know what I did?
What?
I did the honor. I hope you're not angry, but I did the honor of removing that because that's what you should be doing. If you're adding an LRP, I'm doing it for you as well. If you're adding an LRP through your credit card, etc., what you want to do is cancel that LRP, especially in somebody else's account, and because you just create an LRP template, you process it now, and then you cancel it. You can leave it there in place, but just only reason why I did it is just in case you forgot, you order the same thing and it
No,
presses.
I left it there. I actually put it there on purpose because I want to leave 100 LRP order there.
Sorry, you're going to have to change that again. Sorry about that. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Can you remember what I had in it?
Yeah, we can.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we can look at that. You can look at that. So we just log in and we just look at the order processed and we'll see that. So sorry, thought I was doing the right thing there.
No, because I changed it. I changed it for February. It's all right. I can redo it. That's fine.
Awesome. Just a little off track there. If you do want to have a look at what you have ordered in the past, go to consultant services, order processing, and then order and package tracking. And you can look at what you've previously ordered. Cool.
So no, I changed the contents of it for February. So that's all right. I can.
Sorry. I thought I was doing
That's all right.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. I appreciate you trying to look after me.
Yeah. All good. Sorry, I should have known. Should have known you had it all sorted out and you knew what you were doing. So you can see here Tracy, and yes, she would have that third person sitting there if I hadn't have done the noble and incorrect thing and removed that. But what is done is done. But Tracy can fix that, so that's all cool. So you can see here that she's got 2 people, and I'm just going to use this as just an example. What Tracy would do is she would go in, contact Ainsley and say, look, you've got 200 PV. Either can you remember, if they're a dedicated placeholder, sharer, builder, is it okay if you correct and return your loyalty rewards program to 100 PV, like we discussed when we went through, the share, the success strategy, etc. You don't want to be a Nazi when you approach a situation. Sometimes, people haven't agreed to do 100 PVRP. So in this case, if that is the case, then you can top it up, and you can top it up by just asking them, can I get access to your account, creating an LRP template, processing it. What I recommend is removing it unless it's something that you want ongoing, like in Tracy's case, then you can leave it. And also removing your credit card details. So that's something that you can do to help you get the 50, 250, 1500 power of 3 bonus. Once again, remember you want to do your calculations. Is it worthwhile me putting in 100 PV to get a 50 PV bonus? Probably not. Yeah. So it's pretty logical there. You guys have calculators and have gone through primary school curriculum teachings. You can figure it out. If you're unsure, Renee's really good at maths. I'll volunteer her. So other places that you want to look at for your team volume. So you want to go to team, and you want to go to graphical tree. We have a very pretty view of our graphical tree here. This is a new version of the graphical tree. You used to be able to get to the old one. Now you cannot get to the old one anymore. So, we've ripped off the Band-Aid and we're stuck with this guy for the time being. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't see people's AR balance. Because it's nice to see when people are actually getting paid, and you can contact them and say, hey, you've got $100 sitting in your AR balance. You could buy some product or get that deposited into your account. Oh, really? What have I got that there for? Oh, well, because of this reasons. So what we want to look at is the volume for using this overview here, and you can do a little bit of just a mouse over, and you still get a picture of an OV amount, which you can see there for Jody of 837 at this stage. Because she's a silver, we want her to get to 9,000 OV. So if it was the 16th of the month and I was doing my rank planner and I was doing my rank planner for diamond, I need 4 silvers, and I moused over Jody and I was sitting at 837, then I would be quite scared, for lack of better words, or surprised. I'd be surprised and scared. Because there's a bit of volume that and a bit of action that needs to go on there. What I typically see around the 15th of the month is either silver or very close to silver. And then I'd just nail down as I'd go through, and then have a look further down where I need to put my energy in. So if I was to go down underneath Jodie and she needs 3,000 times by 3, then I'd go, okay, where is that? And I'd go down through those. So I've just got...
I have a question. Is question time?
No, well, my wife has a question. That's nice. You can go and join the meeting upstairs.
Yeah, I thought you'd be over by the time I logged on.
Can you just save it for a little bit, baby? I'm recording and everything.
Well, it's pretty important.
Oh, Renee's got a very important question. If it's important, who says that she comes on the video on the screen? I do. Okay.
No.
She's got her pajamas on.
Last year we didn't have to have 100 PV LRP in place to go out of the area, but is it a requirement?
Yes.
Definitely?
Yes.
Because last year the form was still the same to fill out the start.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Well, I think someone should check that if it's really strict, because how are you going to start in the area?
Yeah. So Renee's got a question, and I'll cover that at the end. So it's a good question. She's been eavesdropping the whole time. So that's good. That's good that she's listening. So yeah, we'll cover that. But you guys get the idea. I know you guys do, that are tuned in now, the dedicated guys who are watching, that you can just mouse over, check the volume. You can also drill down, get a little bit more information, get a similar view to what we had before inside of the Power of 3 view, where we're actually looking, and we can go back to previous months. We can go back to the first there, and we can check the Power of 3 volume requirement, so that 600 PV requirement, towards the bottom of this little window that it comes up when it's so lovelily responsively comes up. You can see down here, so Jodie's got 637, and then she's hitting a 250 Power of 3 bonus, and she's got 3 elites, so she's silver. Yeah, awesome. You guys have any questions on that? No. Beautiful. Okay. So those are things that you should be filling out in your rank planners on the 16th, and just making sure that you're on track to hitting those ranks towards the end of the month, and you've got enough time to make sure that you are. So events and promotions in February, obviously we've got Fiji leaving on Monday. Yeah. I've even started to prepare some vital things down here. No, I'm not taking the dog. I've got the surfboards and the bumbo. Indy loves the bumbo, so the bumbo is going in my surfboard bag. It's really buying us a lot of time at the moment to be able to actually do things without holding her, and she likes it, so it's good. So the free product of the month, I know that's a picture of a 15ml aroma touch, but 125 PV order before the 15th, on or before the 15th, you get a free 15ml wild orange. So that's awesome. Someone's annotating on my slideshow. Or is that me? It's probably me. Oh, there's some more drawings. Hello. Sorry. I love it. This is fun. Cool. And obviously I've just got a little bit of a diamond there. The biggest thing that's happening in February is Diamond Club, holding up my hands. Diamond Club! So cannot reiterate enough. We're giving away free product. Raise your hand up. Raise your hand up in the air if you're just testing all the functions in Zoom.
Sorry, that was me. I said have fun, not this is fun.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fiji, have fun. But I'm sorry, I was trying to find a type because I'm not meant to be talking out loud because I'm somewhere else where I shouldn't really be doing this. Anyway, thanks.
No, awesome, cool. Yeah, sweet. I love it. Good contribution. Have fun in Fiji. So just to give you guys a bit of an insight of what we're going to be doing in Fiji, it's people who qualified or bought in to the incentive trip, and there's going to be a co-impact sourcing or a healing hand style thing that we do for one day or half a day. Not sure what it is yet. That's a surprise. And then you also get showered with gifts. You do a bunch of cool other things like zip line experience and dinners, and connect with some amazing people in the wider doTERRA community. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And then of course, a bit of surfing on the end. Event schedule is coming. I am going to have that to you before I go to Fiji. So it'll be for the remainder of February, and the things I'm looking at running are men's health, because by popular demand, we've got some men's health requests. So I'm going to be running that. Obviously, intro workshops, essential, need to be running that. And something else. So not sure quite yet, maybe emotions, maybe something else. I will chuck something in the mix there. Once again, you guys are always welcome to send people along to our workshops. Tell me, they enroll, you get the enrollments. These can be Diamond Club events as well. These can be Diamond Club events. You don't necessarily have to organize them for them to be Diamond Club events. It's just an event. If you come along, you invite people, they enroll, they get their free oils, and your team and you get enrollments. So take advantage of that as well, please. And that's the end of the story. I thought I'd flick to the next slide and the drawing would be gone, but there you go. We've still got some graffiti. And so our next meeting's on March the 7th, and we're going to be leading up to convention. So it's something else very exciting. Some of you are staying with us in Opulence, and then others are also staying close by as well. So I get the feeling Opulence might be a bit of a party house on the Saturday night. Definitely. We're going to do a little bit of a gathering there, maybe some catering or something like that at the Opulence household. Have a bit of fun. And we'll be having fun the whole time, and also learning and connecting with a lot of cool people. So really looking forward to that. And I wanted to open up the forum now to you guys if you have any questions. And I want to share quickly what Renee asked before about the 100K thing. Sorry, the 100 LRP thing for Diamond Club. So I'd only found out today, and this is different from last year, similar to the 80-20 rule, with the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of your enrollments need to be within your organisation, your downline, your team. 20% can be outside of your team, so there can be a separate organisation altogether. It could be a sister or a cousin neighbouring organisation in doTERRA. And we've also got another rule that I only found out about today, is if you're travelling to an out of area, the person or the area that you're traveling to needs to have somebody who's on 100 PV LRP template. Yeah, Tracy's nodding her head, agreeing. She's been watching the webinars. I haven't, so I've got this information secondhand from Vanessa. So Tracy, do you have any further information about that or insights?
On the webinar, Erin sort of said that, but she also hinted that there might be a little bit of leeway, maybe. It was like, yeah, but pretty much she was saying that you should have somebody on 100 PV in that area. Right,
okay. Yeah, well, that's kind of, I'm guessing you guys have discovered that's the case with Diamond Club and doTERRA, is they want us to rank advanced. They want us to, achieve everything that we want to achieve with doTERRA, right? So they're going to do whatever they can. Yeah, obviously you still need to have rules and policy in place, but they're still going to work with us to make things work out for us too. So it's great. Like, how nice is it to work for an organisation that has policies, but they can be flexible? Yeah. Really cool. So thanks for that, Tracy. That's really good. I'm glad you said that there is flexibility there, because it's a little bit scary when you hear new rules or you've arranged a workshop or something like that and you go, oh, shit, not on 100 PVLRP. So it's good.
I'm going to watch it again and listen to it again just to make sure, because there was one area that I wanted to open up if I could that doesn't have anybody in it. But I'm going to have a listen to it again, so I'll confirm once I listen to it again.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, if you could confirm with us, then Yeah, that would be really, really good. And do you guys, sorry, I was just getting my charger from my laptop. It's going up saying you have 7% left. Do you guys have any more questions at all that you'd like to ask about anything? Please feel free.
No, all good.
All good. Found tonight okay. Pretty relevant information.